Hey, I'm Sarah from Pimpro Studio. I'm a Pinterest marketing strategist, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about how to increase your sales from Pinterest. So, I'm going to assume that you are already on Pinterest, you're getting traffic, people are visiting your website, and nothing's happening, or not quite as much as happening, right? So we're going to diagnose what could be the problem with that and what you can do to help increase your sales. Now, if you are still looking to get sales or traffic to start with, that's a whole nother video. Be on the lookout for that down below in the description. But today we're going to talk about the people who are already on Pinterest and already getting engagement with their pins, but it's just not converting. So to start with, it's gonna be one of 2 things. It's gonna be either a Pinterest problem or it's gonna be a website problem, but either way, it's probably on you. So the first thing we're gonna do is talk about how to fix the Pinterest problem. And if you are getting a lot of views on Pinterest, a lot of impressions, but your engagement is really low or your outbound clicks are really low, then maybe you're not attracting the right people and you need to work on your SEO. Maybe your pins are not enticing enough. Maybe they're not giving enough information. Maybe you're missing a call to action on your pins. And so something is happening where people are seeing your stuff, but they're not engaging with it and they're not moving over to your website. One of the things that happens a lot with idea pins, if you're using a ton of idea pins, they bring lots of impressions. People see them because Pinterest actually kind of prioritizes them in the algorithm and puts them in the feed and puts them in front of people when they search. But the problem with them is that they don't move over to your website. They're not clickable. There's no links unless they're promoted and you're actually paid to have that link put in there. Right. So that's an ad, by the way. Promoted pin is an ad. Um, so if you're using a whole lot of idea pins, that could be one of the reasons why if your SEO isn't targeting the right people. I had a client one time and she does baby gear and I was targeting car seat covers, right? Except I put a space between car and seat and Pinterest indexed that it was my fault. Pinterest indexed that as a vehicle cover that goes over your seat to protect your seat, not an infant car seat, which is one word. So the way you actually do your SEO makes a huge difference, and the way you present it to Pinterest makes a huge difference. So it's some little tweaks like that can be a big factor in why you're not getting the traffic from Pinterest. Now, let's move over to the website problem. Let's say that you've got lots of traffic coming from Pinterest. You're getting great impressions. People are moving over to your website, but then nothing's happening. Nothing's converting. It's usually a messaging problem. If it's not a messaging problem, it's a funnel problem with actually having the components of a good funnel on your website. So you have to remember that the people coming from Pinterest don't know who you are. They're like cold traffic. They need to move over to your website and get a really good idea of who you are and what you do and your products and all of that good stuff. So if they're coming over to a blog post that doesn't lead to anywhere, that doesn't have lead capture or that kind of thing, like the components of a funnel are not within that blog post, they're going to ditch and go back to Pinterest and find something else. So that's going to register as an outbound click to Pinterest, but nothing's going to happen over on your website, right? Now, what if you do have a lead capture and it's like, sign up for my newsletter, and this person's like, I don't know who you are. Why would I sign up for your newsletter? Right? That's a messaging problem, is a whole nother story. So you need to work on the actual messaging of your website to make sure that people who don't know who you are, who have just discovered you, have plenty of resources to find out who you are and stay in your audience. The other thing that you might not be considering is the mentality of the people who are on Pinterest, right? Most of the time, they are in discovery mode. They are searching for answers to a problem. They're searching for inspiration, solutions, that kind of thing. That doesn't mean they are looking to buy right in that moment. So, for instance, if in the month of October, you get a ton of views, people are moving over to your website and they're looking at your products, they're reading your blog that talks about your affiliates and all of that stuff, but nothing happened. keep in mind that they're in research and discovery mode because remember, this is October. This is not the big spend month of November, December. So maybe they saved your pins on Pinterest to come back later. I heard some stats and I haven't looked into it yet, but I trust the person I heard them from that people on Pinterest, it can take about 45 days to convert them into actual sales. Now, that's specifically talking about e commerce. And it makes sense because if you think about it, the people who are on Pinterest say, I'm redoing my room and I need inspiration for wall art. I save a bunch of stuff on Pinterest. Maybe I go look at the website and be like, okay, this person sells this, and this for X amount of money. I need to go save up to buy this, or I want to make sure that I've got the whole thing put together in my mind first before I go make a purchase, right? Or it's not time to buy because it's not Christmas and this is a gift. It can take time for people to actually purchase and convert into sales. So that's why it's a huge thing to make sure that you've got the right lead capture to move from Pinterest over to your website and keep them in your audience. That can look like signing up for an email list, that can look like offering a coupon code, that can look like inviting them into your Facebook group for further support, depending on what your business model is. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you maybe pinpoint what you're missing, the disconnect in the traffic versus the sales. And if you need more resources on how to fix any of those problems, there's some resources down at the bottom or on my website at pinprostudio.com under resources. And I hope that helps. We'll talk to you later. Happy pinning. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got some clarity from this video. If you need further Pinterest marketing support, I'm here to help. You can find my resources and services at pinprostudio.com, including my signature offer, the Pin Easy. It's a membership designed specifically for people who are DIYing their Pinterest account, but they need that little extra support to stay focused on the right strategies to bring major traffic to their websites. Head over to pinprostudio.com or be sure to hit follow, and we'll see you soon. Happy pinning.